Hello, hello, and hello to all my seers out there in these YouTube streets. It's your king, the king of Call It Like I See It. And yes, we are here for another story. Yes, that's right. I'm here so we can call it like we see it on another story. And today, look at your neighbor and say, today we are talking about Jeffree Star. Yes, we are going to talk about the story about Jeffree Star. Who is Jeffree Star? For those of you who don't know who is Jeffree Star is a well-known makeup artist. He has one of the top makeup companies in the nation, yes, in the U.S. or whatever it is. He is also known on YouTube. He has millions of followers on YouTube. And yes, and he did music before he did makeup. And that's what the story is about. It has something to do with when he was doing music before he did makeup. I was on YouTube and I came across a story on a blog called T Spill. And they were saying that Jeffree Star had addressed his relationship with Dahvie Vanity. For those of you who don't know who Dahvie Vanity is a part of a popular group called Blood on the Dance Floor, but he became popular also on MySpace for doing hair, and he did music with Jeffree Star as well. Well, what's the tea on this relationship? Well, like I said, the blog called T Spill was talking about Jeffree addressing with his relationship with Dahvie Vanity. As some of you may know, Dahvie was accused of sexually assaulting young girls, and one girl named Damien, who dated Dahvie and also a surviving victim of his, came out and spoke about being sexually assaulted.
Damien was only 10 years old when rumors spread about dating Dahvie. Instead of investigating the rumors that ended up being very true, they were bullied and mocked online. In response to all the hate and bullying Damien endured, they uploaded a heartbreaking video to YouTube, pretty much having a breakdown from the bullying
by Dahvie Vanity a few years back. Well, Dahvie Vanity fans started harassing her and making fun of her and harassing her because she spoke out about Dahvie Vanity. As we all know, when someone comes out and speak negatively about somebody you may look up to, somebody you may like, one of your favorite celebrities, we know that society tends to always be on the side of the biggest star, the one with the most following, the one with the most money. And I want you to look at your neighbor and say, that ain't right. We're going to call it like I see it. When someone comes out and speak their truth, I think that we should not trash them. We should not pick on them. We should not automatically victim shame them, but we should listen to what they got to say. No, I'm not saying that every person that comes out about somebody that's on the main screen is telling the truth, but sometimes we tend to put them down even before hearing their side of the story. And even after we hear their side of the story, we still put them down because we don't want to believe in our mind that this person that we love, this person that we look up to, this person that we support, this person that we want to be like one day is doing horrible things. Why must we victim shame because we are fans of an artist? Come on, ask yourself that. I think that is wrong. And then on top of his fans making fun of her for speaking her truth, Dahvie and another one of his group members got on social media and got on live or whatever, or YouTube, and they made fun of a live that she did crying because she was tired of being harassed for speaking her truth. So instead of Dahvie putting out a statement, maybe saying that I'm sorry you feel this way, or I did not do such and such, or anything in that nature, or to calm the situation down, guess what? They take take fuel and put fuel on fire. And they go and make fun of and verbatim copy everything she says in the way she was crying, and even copying her dad, who later joined the live and said anybody making fun of her, he's going to report it to the police. They made fun of him too. Look at your neighbor and say, we're going to call it exactly like we see it, and that just ain't right. Well, we come to find out later on that the girl later took her statement back, saying that she was sorry for saying that she was raped and it was wrong and everything else, and she retracted her statement. Look at your neighbor and say, why was someone who once was distraught, who once was on live crying and weeping, saying believe her that this really happened to her, why would she now mistrack her statements? And if you continue to listen on a little further, we're going to get to that point. So now we have Jeffree Star coming into play. And after the girl admitted and said what happened and made the live, then Jeffree Star allegedly went and made it a tweet. Well, it's not allegedly because we have the receipts, and said that he believes and know that Dahvie is doing illegal activities with underage girls, and that he is sick and he does not support his music. Come on, look at your neighbor, say Jeffree Star spoke out and made a tweet about it. But then later on, Jeffree Star retracted his tweets and said he support Dahvie Vanity and everything is all good. Now look at your neighbor and say, why would he retract his statement after you came out and said that you know that he's done illegal activities with underage girls? Why would you now come back and say everything is fine and that everything is all good, as if you didn't just say that he was doing illegal activities with underage girls? How could you muster up enough strength and courage to even support somebody who does illegal activities with underage girls? Well, I'm going to tell you about that. He went on an interview with the guy from How to Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen, and Chris Hansen lightly touched on the topic of his tweets about Dahvie Vanity, and Chris Hansen asked him why did he tweeted what he tweeted, and he said he did not actually see illegal activities. He was told about the illegal activities. What he saw was mothers bringing underage daughters on the tour bus. That's the only thing he saw. But look at your neighbor, say something just ain't right. Somebody is lying, and I'm going to call it exactly how I see it and say that Jeffree Star is lying. Because before you put up a tweet, why don't you check the facts of that tweet before you put out a statement as bold as saying somebody is doing illegal activities with underage girls? I wouldn't want anything to do with that. Is Jeffree Star a liar? Why would he make allegations so serious and then renege? Word on the street is that he already shared with, who is this? Excuse me, give me 1 second. Word on the street is that he already shared with Shane Dawson that he knew secrets about people in the industry that he refused to tell because he don't want to be in danger of his family. So if you are telling Shane Dawson that you know secrets about people in the industry, how do you expect for us to believe that you did not see any illegal activities that has to do with Dahvie Vanity and underage girls when you tweeted it yourself? See, people People got to realize you have to be careful what you say, because a lie will always catch what? Up with you. You saying one thing on one platform, and then you coming in and you reneging. Why is Jeffree Star reneging? Come on, we're going to call it exactly how we see it. Why is Jeffree Star reneging? He went on another show, a YouTube show, and the guy questioned him about the same thing. And he said he did not see any illegal things. And the guy brought to his attention how hypocritical it is that you will put out a tweet for the world to see, saying that this guy is doing illegal activities with underage girls, but now you're saying that you didn't see anything. That is very controversial. Somebody is lying, and I believe that Jeffree Star is lying. We have a lot of people that when they become close to certain people, or when they do things, they then renege because they don't want the backlash that comes with it. 21 people came forward as of now confessing of sexual assault from Dahvie, Vanity. Jeffree Star, someone who worked close with him, somebody who was close with him, tweeted and gave us confirmation that what these women are coming forth about is true. But later he reneged on everything he's saying. Come on, somebody. I ask you this question. Look at this question and say, is the reason why? Look at your neighbor and say, does Dahvie got something on Jeffree Star? A lot of times people would call people out until that person reached them and say, you calling me out, but I got dirt on you as well. So I need for you to go to retract those statements about me doing illegal activities with underage girls on my tour bus, because I got dirt on you. And if you don't retract those statements, I'm going to put you on blast. So what does a lot of people do? They retract their statements because they know that what the other person has on them could damage their careers as well. I want to encourage everybody out there, just be honest. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter their star. It doesn't matter the money they got. If you know something, be honest about it and stop putting stuff out that you have no receipts about. He tweeted it, so we believe in what he tweeted. And now that you are reneging, it seems a little fishy. It seems that you have something to hide. And that's what a lot of people does. And over here, we calling it like we see it. And we want to let Jeffree Star know we are holding you accountable. And I don't care what your millions of fans may try to cover up and hide. We are looking at you sideways, because how can you support somebody that has 21 people come out about sexual assault, and you tweeted yourself that you seen him do illegal activities with underage girls? Maybe you were speaking out of anger, and you know they say when someone is drunk or mad, they speak the truth, and then you later on thought about it once y'all made up, and you took your statements back. But even worse, maybe you was mad at him and you was so down low to go and make up rumors, because you know people do that in the industry. People be all popular and celebrities, and they be cool, and then they fall out, and then that's when the dirt comes out. And they throw the rock and hide their hand. Where it's even worse if he made up such horrible allegations about somebody when it wasn't true. So either way, Jeffree Star, you is not it. I don't care how many millions of makeup you sell. I don't care how many millions of kids that you out here fooling. If you accept somebody that sexually assaulted young girls, you is in the wrong. And over here, we gonna call it exactly like we see it. And yes, we do have the receipts for everything that we speak about on this topic, so you can get mad and do whatever whoever you want. But I do want to encourage people and put out a disclaimer. Do not go and send hate to anybody that we talk about on this channel. Even though we call it like we see it, we call it and we let their conscience deal with them. We don't go cause hate on anybody that we call out or talk about on this channel. But we do hold them accountable for the BS that we see. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Call It Like I See It. This is your king of Call It Like I See It. And until next time, subscribe. If you want to be a seer, if you want to be a part of the seers group that look past the BS, that look past the phony and the false reneges that these celebrities do, or the phony tweets or the phony statements that they try to do, or whoever tried to do to pull a wool over your eyes, and we call it like we see it. Thank you guys, and I see you next time.